Fellas, we're not done yet. We still got more practice to go. We've had a good week so far. Let's make sure we finish the same way. Sunday's opponent is a tough one, so we need to be great out here today, okay?
We're rolling, we're rolling! Get a 20!
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Packers going up against the Cowboys.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. That's what I'm talking about. Nice play, baby. Nice play.
On second down, Elliott. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And the play clock's running down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Rodgers now to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school, and now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Time running out here on the play clock. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Cole Beasley was a really reliable short-range target for Dak Prescott as a rookie. I really think those guys help out young quarterbacks right in their sight lines. Slot receivers, tight ends, and I think they had an excellent connection.
Easily setting career highs. Beasley, 75 catches, 800 yards, both best in his career. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. fancy footwork at the 45. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. It's still fighting. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Rodgers now to throw. Looking deep for Bennett. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Prescott finding his big receiver Bryant there for a Cowboy first down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A first down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Snap comes at 1. Trying to improvise. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will make our score 9-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
and they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Now Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Ricky Jean-Francois coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile.
319!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now the backup, Darren McFadden. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
What stands to reason they give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in 1st downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than 2nd place David Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. A beautiful fake. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rodgers now on first down. And this is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Looking from the gun. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First down, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. This is Elliott. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Elliott. Eventually stopped just shy of the goal line, right around the 2. 10 more there and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And the lead is now 2. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught left side by Cobb. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. The tight end in motion right. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Have you gotten used to seeing Martellus Bennett in number 80? I mean, he's been number 88 his entire career, right?
And how about that? The fans selecting his jersey number.
Yeah, that was his idea. He put that out there on social media and said, here are a few choices. What should I wear? And he went with what the fans picked. Over 100,000 people weighed in.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Lee coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Packers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On now is the Packers punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Prescott now on second down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
The play clock's running down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They run with Morris. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Play clock winding down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now the Packers get set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Rodgers. This is caught with a catch right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Fresh set of downs here. Rodgers again now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Packers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, it's Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Packers on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Rodgers. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. The Rodgers to Rodgers connection, good for a Packer first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Robert Blanton. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's Morris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Throwing on 2nd down. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pick up there, 20 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, hopping over the top. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Caught left side by Cobb. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Packers on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
58!
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Crosby puts it through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On the counter, Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. Oh, now whistles. And unless he was drawn off, and I don't think he was, this is going to be a 1st down. A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the 1st.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a 1st down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
First and goal here from the 9. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with 7 seconds remaining. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they're going to go for 2. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just 1 final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with 1 last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Dallas, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Gentlemen, you saw exactly what I saw, didn't you? Their offense has been talking smack about us all week. All week. Let's go out here and have a good day so we can prove them wrong when it comes game time.
Here we go. Wide eight.
That was pretty darn good. And you know what really gets me excited? The fact that I know we can get better. You guys have so much room to improve still. That is exciting. Let's go out here and next practice, let's improve. That was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Wide eight.
Man, that was pretty darn good. And you know what really gets me excited? The fact that I know we can get better. You guys have so much room to improve still. That is exciting. Let's go out here and next practice, let's improve.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Stafford's Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.